This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net, Danger Entertainment Network podcasts.
Master of the house, servant to the poor, gonna kill the rat queen cause she is a bore. I'm Folton Battlestone, the king of the carnival, gonna make sure that you eat my animals.
Yeah,
that's nice.
That's good.
Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
MC, son of Bemsy, we are not done with you.
Well, we need to go to Kiilstofte to get our weapons. Philippe, my oldest friend, I've forgotten about you.
Stopping with Ica and Travis.
Goodbye, Velder. Thanks for everything.
So should we meet at this junkyard?
Fulton, do you want to start a riot?
There's a new rich woman in Karagor now.
If you want my advice, run.
The adventure continues now.
Hey man, how's it going?
Great.
That was so off the cuff.
Wow.
What do you mean?
I was walking over
I was just in the
thing
room
the other day.
Yeah.
You're talking over a drum.
Sorry.
What? Go on, drum.
Oh, I didn't realise.
Now you're talking over.
yeah.
Now you're talking over.
Now everybody's
Everyone's talking over.
Everybody's
talking about drum.
Do you think these preambles are getting a bit forced?
No.
I think you're a bit forced.
Oh, God. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Danger Club podcast. I cannot believe that is how we started the show.
Featuring Forced Dan, everyone.
Oh, my goodness. We are back. It is a lovely, warm summer's day. Probably when this comes out.
It's Comic-Con, isn't it?
It's Comic-Con.
Let's not do this joke anymore.
Done that. We've been to 2 Comic-Cons.
It was getting tired, but then it was actually MCM Comic Con for us in real time a few weeks ago, but we didn't go. But, you know, there was the May one. Although someone went to the UK Games Expo lately.
I mean, that was months ago.
But in real time, we didn't talk about it on the podcast.
No, we didn't.
We'll record a bit. We'll put it on an episode. You'll have heard it months ago. You'll have heard us talking about UK Games Expo months ago.
Timey-wimey, spacey-wacy.
And Dan's still talking about it, so...
I'm still talking about it because it's really cool because in where we are at the moment in the world, Pathfinder 2nd Edition is not very far away and I'm very excited about it.
Yeah.
Maybe tweet your thoughts. How are you feeling about the new Pathfinder?
What was the advice on Blood Ragers, Dan?
From Jason Bullman. Well, if you listen to our interview that will have aired a little while ago,
of course,
Jason advised us to kill MZ at the nearest possible opportunity to make.
I think his exact words were, "Well, I'd just kill him."
Yeah,
and that was the creator of Pathfinder talking there. So,
which we're going to run as a spin-off podcast. It's going to be like da-na-na, dum-ticka-dum-dum-dum, ticka-dum. It's going to be MZ versus the rest of the Danger Club podcast, like a hit and run thing.
Just M going into loads of battle raps everywhere. Like
we should pit him against sort of like low-level NPCs because that's his weakness. That's your kryptonite.
Yeah.
Give them a backstory. You're dead.
M's really good at like failing once and then getting back up and going, oh look, I did amazingly actually the second time. Like,
good against bosses, not so good against low-level guards. Wonder how that will go today. I wonder if that might come up in today's episode.
Seamless.
Right in there. So, your plan to escape Karagor is in full effect. Karagor and Velder have successfully gone up to the Gearwright brothers' house. They have they've left a message for Travis and Ica. Can't wait to talk about some of that on DMQs in 6 months' time. Folton has gone to try and rekindle his revolution, but has met a strange figure. And M and Shania are at the old curiosity shop. Sounds like a pub, where they are suddenly being set upon by persons unknown. Plenty of drama going down here. Still all think you're going to make that rendezvous at the junkyard you don't currently know the access point to?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Seems
Yeah.
unlikely.
Yeah. So what?
It was a very Danger Club thing to set the rendezvous point to a place none of you have discovered just yet, and just sort of trust that all of you will work it out individually on your way.
But it's a classic locale in any RPG. The junkyard. I mean, it's going to have a chain link
gonna
fence and a
open your
big
mini-map.
dog on a chain that's going to be just long enough to get really close, but then not close enough to get us.
I mean, I just want to say I tried to do that. You know, I tried to before M dies in this episode, because that's what we're going with, isn't it? Right? I tried to do that.
I mean, the guy who came up with Pathfinder is dead, so Dan was going to let you just walk in there, get your weapons, leave, but no, then he got a message, a high-level email, and it was like, oh yeah, they've been scoping that place out for hours.
It's now become Dan's sole thing just to kill M.
Step forward, there's a pit
Everyone
trap.
else is safe.
There's a pit trap full of bears. And,
You are now chased in-game by Jason Bowman. So he is in our game as an NPC, just chasing us.
Just this really friendly American guy.
Yeah, just kill
With
it,
a
man.
huge
Get rid of
knife.
him. Sorry, Dan.
The nicest
the game.
man as well.
yeah.
He's so good. So let's find out how things go. I'm gonna roll a dice and see which one we deal with first. It's not going to be Karagor and Velder because everything's going swimmingly for them.
Yeah.
So let's jump in on one of our other cliffhangers, which is Folton staring down the Rat Queen, as we have named her off air in the week since we recorded our last. We decided she's the Queen of Rats. We've added a huge amount of backstory to her. That is,
She's wearing a cloak made of rats.
I feel like-
mean, if she didn't want to be associated with rats, that's a bit of an obvious thing. I mean, we could call her a rat cloak.
at the same
And she
time.
appears to have a crown, right?
She's
Made
got a
out
crown.
of weird metal stuff.
Yeah.
So
At the same time, like the Queen doesn't wear doesn't wear like a cloak made of people. That's
But she should. The people queen.
the
People's queen. And there should be a carpet made of people.
That's not how royalty works. But nonetheless, yes, there is an elderly lady wearing a cloak made of rats staring down at you. Folton, you feel like maybe you recognize her. Go ahead and before we carry this on, go ahead and give me an intelligence check to see if you can remember who she was.
Probably not. It was a 7.
You've probably never seen her before. I don't know who she is.
Is she going to be that woman that fed me on the ship?
the chef?
The chef. Just randomly now here.
What's that story arc? Jesus.
Hey, Folton, I just came all the way here to make sure you was eating properly, and now I'm going to take a revolution over you. What a nice boy.
it's okay. I'm your queen now.
We're gonna go kill MC.
He's gotta die.
I got Jason Bowman here with me. We're going after him. It is not the chef. I'll give you that, even though I shouldn't
Thanks.
for your role. I'll tell you it is not the chef from the Bugden Bear.
I think that's Fulton's thought. Is that the chef? No. That's the only other elderly woman you've ever met.
Yeah.
All old humans look the same to dwarves. She steps forward, flanked by her beggars who are still armed. Ow! You remember me, don't you?
No.
The beggars all just kind of look awkward. Like, you. Oh. Well, this is. I was expecting a more dramatic entrance than that. My name is Grandma Catlets. We met out on the streets only a week ago, and you gave me 50 gold pieces for telling you useless information about the existence of a Battle of the Bands competition.
Hey, that sounds like me.
But you see, I used that money wisely, Folton. You see, you gave me more money than you gave to any of the other street folk round here, so I invested it. I used some of that money to get one of the beggars to take the money you'd given to one of the other beggars and bring it to me. And then I used that money to get money from another beggar. And soon I amassed all of the money that you'd spread around the slums amidst myself. And now I'm the richest street person in all of the stacks. I'm the queen of this stacks. And now everyone bows to me.
Guys, that took her 2 days. That took her 2 days to do that. Get her in the party, make her a member of the Danger Club. She's very good at what she does.
Well, actually, Uncle Goodun is actually probably better than you.
Oh, I've heard that a misfortune has befallen Uncle Goodun. My spies within his tower, what I've acquired with the gold I have, they tell me something bad has happened there. Guards are running around the streets. There's people putting posters up saying that someone's done a murder. That's how I say murder. It's a natural way that people say it. Some people make fun of it. They're all dead now. And now you've come back here trying to take my crown from me, have you?
Well, not necessarily. I was just looking at your amazing people, and I think you should storm the stacks and live in the stacks. Now that there's an open opportunity to stay up there, and you could have that entire whole tower to yourself.
You think we should invade Uncle Goodun's tower and kill the remaining guards?
Exactly.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Well,
You'd like us to throw ourselves upon their spears so that you could take over as the king of the slums?
No,
That's what you've always wanted, isn't it? To be a rat king? To wear the cloak of rats? That's what you've always desired? See into your soul, Folton rich man. I know what you really want, but you're not more intelligent than Grandma Catled's. No, I'll have you flayed and make a cloak out of you.
all right, I'll challenge you for your leadership.
Oh! One of the beggars sort of leans over to us. Actually, under our rules, he has that right. Oh, damn the rules of the streets! I would have changed them, but unfortunately we have a bicameral legislature, and it takes a long time to pass any kind of laws.
All right,
Stuck in committee at the moment.
So how are we going to do this? You pick one of your best, or I kill you, like we hand to hand? What do you want to do?
I will challenge you to single combat, and I'll claw your eyes from your skull.
Okay, let's do this.
Oh, what now?
Yeah.
I was sort of hoping I'd have some time to train.
Well, I've got a... Well, either we fight, or you guys can storm the stacks and create a little distraction for me, because I've actually got to leave the city. And that's probably beneficial for you to take over the entire city. Because I like it here, but, you know, I feel that I'm in over my head with the revolution. Don't really know what I'm doing, to be honest. So maybe you create a distraction for us, well, me, and like at the stacks or something with your men. Or I kill you and I take over. And there's you know, swings and roundabouts to this plan thing that you could do.
I feel like you really didn't think through this whole revolution. Do you have any idea how many of us died in that revolution? That you don't really know the purpose of.
No, what, 3?
Yeah, not quite. Not quite that low enough. Wait, so your plan is you're going to kill me, you're going to take over all the beggars, and then you're going to send them all to their deaths so you can leave the city?
No, I'm going to tell them to take back what's theirs.
Yeah,
the stacks. And all the rich people in this city, they're going to kill them all. Oh, maybe not kill them. I'll tell them not to kill them, actually, because that's murder. But, like, you know, just, you know, take their rooms, their food, and give back what's rightfully theirs.
What?
I'm like a popular character, Daenerys. I'm like a chain breaker. Or whatever.
You want to break my chains? Says one of the poor people. But I need my chain to keep my trousers up.
No, not that specific chain. I mean, the chain of the man.
Which
or
chain
woman.
specifically will you be breaking? Says one of the other.
The chain that brings you down as poor people.
What, the one we used to get down off the rooftops when we go up there? We need that one to climb up.
No, not that one. Just it's not really an actual chain. I don't know why I've gone northern. No, it's not that. That is it's more a metaphorical chain, sort of like it's not actually a physical chain.
Right. Make a diplomacy check.
Okay.
How will the story of Folton's revolution end? Oh no.
5.
Oh no. Folton Battlestone, I sentence you to be exiled from the city of Kiilstofte.
I get out my grey axe and I swing it at her.
Make an
What?
attack
That was the exact
roll.
thing we wanted to happen. we want to be exiled.
I keep rolling.
Ross, by the way, who, despite his cursed dice, despite us having put it on social media, despite everyone having talked about it, is still sticking with his cursed dice.
Yes.
Brave.
Dedication.
13.
A 13 against the old woman in a rat cloak is a hit. Roll your damage.
Does he like take her head clean off?
15.
He does. You take the head clean off her shoulders. She collapses to the ground and lands on it in a heap. Rat cloak on top of her.
Oh my god.
My name is Folton Battlestone, the headlopper, breaker of metaphorical or metaphysical chains.
I say to the guards next to as I swung over to her head and it
disintegrates?
Yeah,
it's not quite that much damage.
No, as it I tell them now robe me and crown me the king of the rats.
A few of them bang on some bin lids ceremonially as a couple of others take the rat cloak, wrap it around your shoulders, and then place the crown of junk upon the other crown, which is already on top of the stuffed lion head, which is on top of your head.
All hail the king of the rats!
All hail the king of the rats and Carnival. You're also the.
Folton looks at his hands like he's just discovered this new power, and he's got a really evil smile on him at the moment.
Oh my god.
It's like Macbeth.
It's like Macbeth, except he had no one urging him to do that. He just did it all on his own. Lady Macbeth turned up and went, oh no, you're good.
Yeah, the three witches went, you will be king. Oh, you've done it. It's fine.
You already are king.
Yeah. King of the carnival, and you've, fine.
The beggars look afraid of you. One of them is ringing his bell in surrender.
Stop ringing that bell.
Sorry.
Sorry. So now, my people, you are going to storm the stacks, and you are going to take that tower for your king. But don't die, and don't kill anyone.
Right.
Oh my
so what alignment are you?
Chaotic neutral.
Yeah, he's planned for this.
Yeah. Because I was going to say there is nothing good about what you're doing right now. This is murder and sending more people to murder and death.
No, actually, I got a different plan. All right.
Did you just hear Velder's voice in your head going like, you're a murderer?
Velder is now his conscience.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that.
You'll never have fun again.
Right, I need you to grab some explosive barrels.
Wow.
RPG trope number 13.
The red ones with the
little flame.
Yeah.
Just so everyone knows that they explode incredibly on any contact.
Just gives you a little insight to what Folton's seeing out of his life. Like, the rest of the scene is great. You'll see like landscape that Dan's painted out for us and it's in the books. And then Folton just sees Mario and
Like 16-bit Kiilstofte.
Right.
Folton Kong.
Let's sum this up, so I can't be bothered to talk anymore. So,
All hail the king!
in and out of character.
You are going to take those red barrels with the little explosive sign on them. You're going to put them near the walls of the stacks, and you are going to set a light to them. But don't obviously do it with a line, so you don't just blow yourself up. And then you're going to cause a big explosion. And that'll rock the very foundations of the stacks. And then you can sort of storm in, capture a few people and say, life or death. And if they choose death, then you can kill them. But that's up to you. All right?
They all kind of look at you, and then one just solemnly looks at the floor and says, "I will be done, my king." And they all just begin trooping out of the alleyway.
Also, spread the word amongst the alleyways. Not just you, like 10 or however many there are. Just get a lot of you.
One of them kind of gives you a thumbs up as they walk off round the corner.
Wait, you.
It turns around.
Come here.
He approaches you nervously.
What's your name?
My name's Filthy Jimmy.
Filthy Jimmy, you are now my hand.
Oh, you sure? My hands are all gnarled.
Yeah. No, it's again a metaphorical hand. You're like my right-handed man. Like, I'll give you, you are the hand of the Rat King.
Oh.
You will be my advisor. Wait, no. Yeah, you will be my advisor.
I advise that you spare your people, my liege, from this terrifying plan.
All right, you're fired.
Oh.
No, I'm joking.
I'm gonna go
no, I'm not saying to kill. Just make sure no one dies.
Hold these explosive barrels, set them off at undetermined points around the city, charge into a heavily armed compound, and make sure no one dies. Not even a level 20 adventuring party could do that.
Wow. He wanders off, and you see him talking to your Master of Whispers. They look like something serious is being discussed, and they disappear off. Oh wow!
And then I head back to. Can I just ask someone nearby something?
Yes.
Just another random.
That is your right.
Because I'm just trying to get it moved on. Hello.
Hello.
What's your name? That's usually what you do.
Just trying to get it moving on.
Yeah. What's your name?
My name is Oscar.
What do you do?
I am a potter.
Good. Carry on.
All right.
You, what's your name?
I'm glad this is getting things moving along.
Yeah. So, do you know where the junkyard is?
The beggars would know. They go there all the time.
Oh, shit.
Meanwhile,
It's just a distant explosion in the distance.
Meanwhile, back in that went on longer than I was expecting, and it was joyful.
Longer than anyone was expecting.
It's very good.
That's the
Very
main
good.
storyline of this episode. MZ and Shania, you can hear booted feet running towards the building.
All right, can I change
you
weapons?
Have a feeling that you have a feeling that there are people coming from the back, and also more people coming from towards the front of the shop. With the level of perception you have. You are the first to act. What would you like to do?
There's no one in the shop. Yeah,
There's no one in the shop at the moment apart from you, Shania's favourite friend, her crossbow, and Philippe.
Okay, how?
You don't have to fight. You can just run away.
Yeah, that's I mean, I know we can.
Well, we can escape through the front of the...
Well, we can hear people coming towards the front and the back. So there's people coming to both sides. Yeah.
A good perception check, which is a free action, will let you have an idea of how many are coming from each side.
Okay.
Mine was terrible.
Let's try that.
Okay.
Which is weird.
MZ
Oh, man.
What'd you get?
Natural one.
Yeah, me too.
Natural ones
Two
all
natural ones.
around. You are not sure. You reckon there's about an even number coming from both sides.
So we don't know how many people are coming. So
You've got no idea.
Yeah, could I get to the front door before anyone comes in?
Yeah, you can. You got enough as a move action to run through the shop.
Just barricade that door. Just chuck something in front of it.
You move to that and just start pulling things off the shelves, pulling the shelves down to try and block the front door. That's your action. Shania, you and Philippe.
So we've just got one door to deal with.
Okay, so we fight them on the back doors then, yeah?
That's it, yeah. Let's try and get out the back door as quickly as we can.
In that case, I ready myself by the side of the back door so that if anyone comes in, I'll just take my scythe down on their face immediately.
All right.
Sick.
And Philippe can be standing in front of the door to distract them.
Okay. All right. So they got the other people take their turn. You hear a banging M on the door that you are blocking. You hear several people shouting, "We know you're in there! Open up!" And then start banging on the door and trying to force it open, which they fail to do because you've barricaded it. So they're just hammering on the door. The back door is kicked open.
Triggers my action, right?
It will in a moment.
Okay.
But first of all, the person who kicks it open steps into the room. That triggers your action. It's a man. It's a guard. He's holding a crossbow in his hand. Go ahead and make your attack.
Okay. Okay, it's 11.
An 11 will not hit the guard. He is not flat-footed because he has acted. So I'm afraid no good for that. The guard then fires his crossbow at Philippe, who was the first person he saw when he walked in.
No.
That's a 19 on the die for a 22 to hit, and a 19 is a critical threat.
Oh, no.
Crossbow. Probably not going to convert. It's only an 8, so it's not going to confirm. So it's just regular damage.
Did you say it's 22?
22 to hit. So it's
okay.
So he hits Philippe for 3 points of damage. Shoots Philippe.
Ouch.
Ironically, with a heavy crossbow. Philippe's favourite thing.
Okay.
It comes back round. It's now M's go.
Okay, so running towards the back door.
Okay.
Can I take a slash at this guy as well?
Yep, that's fine.
Fucking hell, man. Terrible. It's 11.
An 11 is a miss. You swing at him, but he steps back as you come barreling in. Philippe's kind of in the way, so you have to get around him. You swing the sword. The guy steps back out of swipe range. Shania Rain.
I get another attack now.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna. Do you know what? I'm gonna use my flaming sphere on this fella.
All right. So you cast the flaming sphere. He gets a reflex save to try and get out of the way. So he's gonna make that. He will make that save. So he takes no damage for this round. You fling a flaming sphere across the room at him, but he jumps back out of the way and it just burns the ground that he was standing on.
Jokes.
So he's doing pretty good.
I mean, Philippe can attack him as well.
Philippe
though, right?
can make an attack as well. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So Philippe's going to come at him as he tries to jump out of the way of that flaming sphere. God damn it. It's like 10.
10, no good. He fends off Philippe as well. This one guy, it's lone nameless NPCs. That is M's weakness.
Right.
The other guards outside continue banging on the door. They don't get through it. This one guard, however, he drops. He is going to drop his crossbow to the ground. He whips out. He takes a 5-foot step back away from you. Whips out a spear. Does he have any more free action, move action? Yeah, he's got a standard action, so he's going to try and attack you with his. It's a halberd. He tries to attack you, MZ, with his halberd. That is a 15.
Against my...
Against your normal armor class.
15.
15 hits you. He whacks you with the halberd, hitting you for minimum damage, 4 points of damage.
Okay.
So So it's not too bad. And it is now your go to retaliate.
Ah! Yeah, you! Slash at him.
So you step up into the space and take a swing.
14.
14, no good.
Oh, no, it's 15, sorry.
15, still not going to get through his defenses. He is fending you off. He is completely uninjured so far, and his mates are just outside the door. Schneier.
Well, I'm going to use the sphere again. I can use it now and attack him.
Yeah, it's a move action to direct it.
So I take the.
Well, the idea was to take him out and then run away, but
yeah,
because he was in the doorway, we wouldn't.
You just, I mean, you could just position the sphere in between you and him. He'd have to spend some move actions to get round that flaming thing. In the meantime, you guys would run away. But that's just Karagor's whispering in your ear from a distance.
We just got caught in a little I thought it was going to be a slash and run, but it wasn't.
Anyway, right. So
he gets a reflex save against the sphere. That might do it. What's the DC on that?
I was just looking that up actually.
Okay, because he gets a 9. So I think that is your save DCs are always over 10. So you're going to be fine on that. So he fails. So roll damage for the sphere.
Okay.
I think it's 3d6 for the sphere. Yeah.
God, 3.
Oh my God.
What's going on with this guy?
Oh my God.
It's my new name. Is this Jethro's brother or something?
Well, hey, all right. So with the attack with my thing is 22.
22 will hit. You finally land a hit on him.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll your 2d4 plus your strength mod, I think.
5.
5 points of damage.
And then Philippe attacks him.
You managed to hit him with your the flaming sphere. Hit him with a scythe.
Oh, it's like. Okay, yes, and from Philippe, that's 24.
24 will hit. Roll Philippe's damage.
Okay.
This guy is taking a hit this time.
Yes,
finally.
All right, that's 6 points.
6 points of damage. All right, he's still standing, but he looks pretty hurt. Pretty good
Got
work.
him on all sides that time.
He's looking injured. He takes another 5-foot step back. He's now back out in the alleyway behind the shop because he keeps having to back up to take attacks. He attacks the closest person to him, which is Philippe. That's probably not going to do it. It's only a 9. Which ain't going to get through his AC. MZ, your go.
Right, now he's in the alley. Can we just run out and go the opposite direction?
You can. He'll get an attack of op as you run past him.
Of course he will.
But yes, you can. Whoever's willing to risk that can try it.
I reckon we could down him in, if we can get one more hit on him.
One more hit on him.
Without having to...
Okay, can I switch weapons and then fire an arrow at him? Is that possible?
Yeah, you take a 5-foot step back.
Sick.
Draw your bow.
Okay. It's not going to hit.
Okay.
3. 4, 5, sorry.
You fire and it just twangs off the side of the door. Shania, do you want to move the sphere
Flaming
again?
sphere up into his face.
Okay, flaming sphere, that might be... it's an 11. I don't know if that doesn't sound like that'll pass your save.
No, it won't.
Okay, alright, go ahead and roll your 3d6 of damage. Don't roll 3 1s again.
Yeah, that's an 8. Ooh. Okay, so yeah, that's a 13.
13. Okay, he ducks over the arrow and then the sphere hits him full in the chest and he just goes down in flames, screaming.
Okay,
you can hear the other guards now starting to run around the side of the shop.
Run, Philippe, run! Come on, MC, let's get the fuck out of here!
And we just run.
Okay, so you've grabbed... I assume you've grabbed all the kit.
Grabbed all the stuff.
You've got all of the kit. Okay, you leave the place behind and you run off through the streets.
The opposite direction from where the guys are.
Yeah, right. Not straight towards them.
Just to be sure about that.
And you make for the Biss district.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Karagor and Velder. God, that was a longer wait than I was expecting.
Close.
That was... I was not expecting the saga of the stacks to continue for that long. Right, so the two of you have been having quite a nice time. You've sent your message, and now you've just been, I guess, kind of lying low in Biss. What do you want to do with your time while you're waiting for the others?
We'd like to find out directions to the junkyard, because that was what we're going to operate on next.
Find out directions to the junkyard. How would you like to go about doing that?
Now, Here's the thing. If we start asking around, it might raise suspicion if we get recognized later on. So, would it be wise to go back and message the Gearite brothers?
Well, I haven't messaged the Gearite brothers yet.
No, I know. But should we ask, say someone who we know is safe?
I presume we haven't moved from our little spot.
Yeah, we've sort of been around that area.
Yeah, you're just kind of hanging around.
Yeah, I'd like to message one of the Gearites.
Okay, you message Barringer Gearite.
Barringer, it's Velder here, Velder Kemplite.
Ugh.
Good, yeah, nice to speak to you too. Look, just very quickly, we need to find our way to the junkyard. Do you know how to get there?
What junkyard?
That's the one that all the Golem engineers use.
Well, it's somewhere below the district. I've never been there.
Oh. Do you know who the best person to ask would be?
I mean, I suppose you could go to the library.
Yes.
Just trying to make us go through all the stuff that we've done before.
Maybe there's I don't know, one of the Ardocs, somebody who works there, or street people. They tend to know their way around.
Ah, yes, very good suggestion. Thank you, Barringer.
Not a problem. Good luck on your journey. Hey,
thanks, Barringer.
Have you got Folton with you?
No, I haven't.
Oh, well, never mind. Tell him good luck.
I will. Thanks. Right.
Oh wait, ask him how long I've got 400 gold pieces worth of stuff now. Do you reckon he could make us a spider?
I think we need to get out of the city. I'm sure it'll take quite a long time to prepare that spider.
But our thing's going so well. We've just got so much time for everything else.
I was going to suggest maybe getting a sort of local delicacy from one of these street vendors and.
All right, don't push it, Velder. Let's just go. Come on.
All right.
Hey, let's go. What the street people? Let's go ask a jaunty street person where the junkyard is. I'm Danny, right? And you're
Velder. What?
Yes, you are. You are Velder. You are
Danny and Velder.
Oh there, jaunty street person.
You find a street person. They are standing perfectly still, painted silver.
Oh God! All right. Excuse me.
Doesn't reply to you.
I've got a silver piece in my thing. I put a silver piece in the hat, presumably in front of him.
He put it in his hat. He turns and waves to you mechanically.
That's dead good. That is. So we're looking for directions to junkyard.
He half shrugs and then freezes again.
I put another silver piece in his hat.
Look, oh God, I hate mimes.
Yeah, me too.
Oh bloody! Just tell us.
He puts a finger up and then starts to gesture in a direction. Gets halfway and then stops and freezes.
Oh, you have not run out. There's no way you've run out of gears or whatever. You're a biological human being. I see you, silver mime. I see you with your slow pointing. I tell you what, 2 silver pieces. That's more than you've got all day, isn't it?
It is. He has nothing else in his hat.
So what I'm going to do now is I mimic his movements and I bend down to take the hat and I stop. I stop just in front of the hat. Oh, what are we going to do? Oh,
make an intimidation check to intimidate the mime.
21.
You successfully intimidate the mime. The mime looks at the hat, looks at you, and then just sort of points over the edge of the railing down to a where you could see a sort of pile of refuse. You can see there are a couple of Ardoc brothers standing there with a clay golem, and you can see there seems to be kind of a tunnel behind them.
Wasn't so hard, was it? Whoa!
No, it's all right. Look, don't break the spell, and I put a silver piece in his hat. There we are.
He gives you a double thumbs up and a sort of slightly frightened smile.
Yeah, you don't need to ruin your craft. I mean, you've just been an knobhead. You could keep not talking.
He picks up the hat, looks at the two of you, and starts to walk away, and then just stops and freezes.
There we are. Satisfactory conclusion. Good.
Go ahead and make perception checks, both of you.
From your description as well, Dan, I'd like to ask a question. 13.
18.
18. Yes, what's your question?
So when you say there were 2 of the Ardocs and the clay golem, are they blocking the entrance to?
They are standing. Yeah, they're standing in front of the entrance to it.
Are they having a chat, or are they looking intimidatingly guard-like?
They are looking like they are guarding it. Yeah.
Right.
They look
Okay.
like
Cool.
they are standing in the way of it.
Very good.
So Karagor, looking down at a level about 2 floors down, you see M and Shania come running into the district, pursued by stealth checks from both of you.
9.
A 9.
M is not rolling well today.
11.
A 9 and an 11. Pursued by 3 guards who are some 40 feet behind them.
I thought it was going to be like that bit in the Blues Brothers where they're getting chased by like all the police cars, just every guard in the city, just like, oh my god.
3 guards is okay.
You've made your way from the stacks. You've not drawn more attention to yourself, but you have not managed to shake the guards from the curiosity shop. They are still keeping pace behind you. You've made it to the Biss district, up some stairs, but yes, the lift was.
Can we see our fellows?
Make a perception check, see if you can spot them. They are lying low, so you would need to roll quite well to see them.
What's going to happen? Is it
14?
14 is not good enough. Okay, you do not see your friend. So Karagor is the only one who is aware of where everyone is at the moment.
Karagor goes still, nudges Velder. Velder, we need a distraction. Karagor drops to his knee, sights the first guard that's pursuing these 2, and studies him and drops a Tanglefoot arrow towards him.
Okay, go ahead. We'll do that roll and then we'll roll some initiative, because this is a surprise round.
Yes. It's a 25, I think.
25 will hit.
Twang.
He makes a reflex save. He fails it. The Tanglefoot arrow whizzles?
Yeah,
whizzles out of the dark.
Whizzle while you work.
hits the lead guard and explodes with glue, sticking him to the floor. The others kind of bash into the back of him and start trying to make their way around past him.
Karagor just mutters under his breath, "You're welcome, fellas."
So you've put some distance, but one of the guards is stuck down. Won't go quite into initiative rounds yet. We'll see if they catch you. So M, Shania, and Philippe, you see one of them gets hit by an arrow from somewhere and covered in glue. The other 2 kind of have to stop and push their way around him because the walkway is not particularly wide before they pursue him. So, where would you like to go? You can keep running along the walkway. There is an elevator nearby. There is a flight of stairs going up or down nearby. Or you could stand and fight.
Could we tell where the arrow came from?
It came from somewhere up above in the dark, but you're not sure exactly where.
Okay.
It's got to be Karagor.
I would agree with this. He loves those Tanglefoot scissors. Okay. So, should we go up and seize him, or should we take these guys down?
Head up the stairs, I think.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
All right, you both bolt for the stairs and start trying to run up there. Can I get? Let's go and get Constitution check or acrobatics checks from both of you to try and run up the stairs.
Keen listeners will remember Folton failing to run up some stairs very similarly in the city a while ago.
20.
A 20.
16.
A 16. Both of you bound up the stairs and managed to put some serious distance between the people. People are starting to come out of their homes now. It's still the night time, but some of the night workers are starting to come out, and it looks like there's a shift change going on down in the foundries, and so there's more people starting to appear. I'll go ahead and I'll let you make a stealth check to try and disappear into the crowd as you get up onto the next level.
It's not going to happen.
Yes, might happen. 21.
A 21. How about you, Em?
3.
A 3. Shania, you and Philippe managed to disappear into the crowd. However, M, you kind of bash into someone and he drops all of his stuff on the floor and starts yelling at you. And you see the guards pointing up from the ground, they still have got an eye on you.
Seeing this,
Yep.
can I cast? And is it a little alleyway that they have to run down?
No, they're all on. So you're in Biss. So you're on walkways, gantries at the moment. They are one below you. You're on the 4th floor. They're on the 3rd floor.
Yes. So this gantry is pretty narrow, isn't it?
Yeah, they're fairly narrow. Yeah.
Sweet. Then I would like to drop a gusting sphere on the last 2 guards.
Okay, you drop a gusting sphere on them to try and push them away. Go ahead and make
Got bull
your
rush.
bull rush attack.
Yes, my bull rush attack with a strength of 14, apparently. Come on, baby. Ooh. 15. And I guess that's got a +2, so 17.
17 will beat their combat maneuver defense. They get a
Yes.
reflex save to try and avoid being pushed over the edge.
Ooh.
Which they make. It's a
Good.
critical success. So you kind of push them back. They stumble back down the stairs, crash into each other, and just hang on to the barrier, but don't get pushed over the edge.
They don't, but they both take 1d6 of non-lethal bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Which would be 4.
So they both take 4 points of bludgeoning damage. They're not killed, but they are hurt.
It's just to distract them, really, to be honest.
Okay. They look up and they can see you on the higher levels. People around see that there seems to be a fight kicking off and start trying to push and get away from what is going on. And you know what, folks? I think we need to roll initiative because this is turning into a combat.
Oh.
So,
I think your man's cursed me, you know.
it's not been a good one for MZ,
Nah.
has it?
Nah.
All right. What do we got, guys? We got Karagor. What we got?
21.
A 21 for Karagor.
I see you.
Very nice. Velder, what we got?
We got 17.
A 17 for Velder. M and Shania. M?
6.
12.
Oh, dear. All right, so Karagor, you are the first to act.
I'd like to take, for my move action, I'd like to move towards our objective, which is down in the brothers with the golem, right? That's where we need to go with it.
It is, yeah. How do you want to move towards it?
I'd like to...
you're 4 stories above it at the moment.
So, is there a stairway down or a gantry? Is there anywhere I can
There
just
is. There
hop
are
down?
currently guards on that. There's an elevator next to it.
I thought there were only 2 guards and they were chasing...
Yeah, there are 2 guards, but the staircase near you that goes up to your level is what M and Shania were running up to try and get to where you were. Guards are chasing them up that staircase. So they're all on their way to where you are. So if you want to go back down again, you've got to go back down the staircase they are. Or you can run off further into the district and find another staircase somewhere else. But the nearest staircase is the one that everyone is chasing each other up at the moment.
So you guys are running towards us, away from where we need to go, which is the junkyard.
I mean,
they have no idea.
We don't know that you're there. We've got an idea that you're there, so we're running up towards you.
Okay.
We're just running away from the guards at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, we
don't
haven't
know
got
where
to
the
the top.
junkyard
You will
is yet
definitely
either.
have
No, we
seen
don't know.
Velder by now because he appeared and cast a spell, which is fairly obvious. You've seen an arrow come flying out there, so you've got a feeling.
Is it fairly obvious? How obvious would it be? Because the sphere would just appeared there.
It appears on the thing, but it has I'd say the guards may not necessarily have noticed it, but if the two of these, if Shania and Em are looking up at that floor anyway, having seen an arrow coming from there, it's not hard to see you appear because you need line of sight to be able to cast it.
Yes, I need line of sight because hopefully I haven't been seen by the guards. Because
the guards might not necessarily have known it was you that cast it.
The guards, so these 2 guards are wrapped in this ball of this sphere of gusty wind, aren't they?
They are, yes.
Yes, they are.
Well, one of them is because it only takes up a 5-foot square. It hit hit one of them, which knocked him into the other one. But you can only envelop one a turn with it.
Okay, cool. So the other one is not enveloped in gustiness. I sight down and sort of Andy Garcia Untouchable style, just start trying to knock these guys down, having succeeded the first time with the Tanglefoot arrow.
Tanglefoot arrow. Okay, go for it.
It span all the way around on one side, didn't roll properly.
Very Andy Garcia like.
7.
He can't roll a d20 that guy.
7 is a miss. You hit the wall behind it, splatter glue over the wall, and you've lost 1 Tanglefoot arrow. Velder.
Turn to Karagor. What's the plan? Where are we going?
Well, we're going down towards that entrance where that golem is.
Right, I'll tell them that.
Well, don't shout it. Don't give away our position to the guards.
No, tit. And I message MZ.
All right.
And I presume he's in range, 130
Yes.
feet? Yes, yeah. And I say, MZ, it's Velder. We're heading towards the entrance to the junkyard, and I describe it as best I can in a short sentence, so where it is, and that it's got 2 guys and a golem.
Great. I turn around to Shania. Shania! Who's in the crowd?
What's happening?
Shania!
Yeah?
Look, I know where the entrance is. We got to go this way.
Okay, whatever you say.
Can I make a move action now?
Yes, you may.
I would like to surreptitiously start moving that way without drawing attention to myself.
So you got a few options of how you want to get down to the ground level where the forges are, where the entrance to this junkyard is. One of the ways is the nearby staircase that you're all standing by, which has some guards on it. They're the ones who are. There's 2 guards currently running up, and another one glued to a wall, glued to the floor, not too far away from it. There is an elevator which goes past those stairs, so it's kind of visible to it, but is obviously there's not a guard in it. That elevator is currently on the 3rd floor, which is where M and Shania are. The 2 of you, the other 2 are on the 4th floor. The guards are on the 2nd floor. Or you can go back down the gantry, away from all of this chaos, and try and find another staircase somewhere else in the district that will let you get down to the ground level and then make your way back to this location from there. So which of those would you like to go with, Mr. Velder? I mean, you have the option, you could just walk over towards where it is and feather fall over the side, but not everyone else has that. Oh, right. Okay.
No, I've used it today.
Of course,
we plunged.
Same day.
Okay, and there's a staircase with a guard on it, isn't there?
Staircase with 2 guards on it.
And these are the guards we're doing the... Right, I'm not going to know that then. I'd like to go and use the elevator for speed.
Okay, so you walk out, so your move action, you press the button, and the elevator rumbles up.
And look surreptitious, sort of just stand there and, generally look away like I'm just a bod.
The elevator rumbles up to your floor, and the doors open, and you step inside. That's all you can do with that move action. The guards take their action. They run up the stairs around the gusting sphere and begin pushing their way through the crowd to try and get to Shania. However, the crowd is difficult terrain, so they don't quite make it to you in this round, but they are just a few people away from you, pushing their way through, shouting, "Get out of the way!" With their halberds, trying to get close to you.
Can we see the lift coming towards us?
No, you can see the lift going away from you. The lift was on your floor.
Because it's going to the 4th.
Yeah, the lift was on your floor, but as you're close to it, it just goes upwards away from you up to the floor above.
Sure.
Shania, it's your go. You and Philippe.
How close to the sort of elevator entrance are we?
You are very close to it. You can get there quite quickly.
Okay, so we get there and then we turn around to face the guards.
Okay.
Right. At which point, I will call up a Garden of Peril to capture them.
Tell us about Garden of Peril.
The Garden of Peril.
It sounds like a choose your own adventure book aimed at the very young.
Steve Jackson's
vividly coloured, poisonous mushrooms instantly springing to existence in the squares I select, which is around where the guards are.
Okay.
The mushrooms can appear on any solid surface, even growing horizontally from walls, etc. Once per round, as a move action, starting the round after you cast a spell, you can command the mushrooms to release poisonous spores. Each creature adjacent to the mushrooms or in a mushroom square must then succeed a fortitude save or become sickened for 1d4 rounds.
All right.
That's pretty much it.
So mushrooms spring up from the ground underneath the guards and the unfortunate people being pushed out of the way by the guards. So they go ahead and make some fortitude saves.
Yes.
As mushroom spores burst out.
That's
so
right.
the first one, there's going to be an 8, which I think will be a fail. And the second one does a little bit. It's an 11.
Still a fail.
They both fail. They are sickened for 1d4 rounds. Go. How many rounds?
Go. For 3 rounds.
For 3 rounds, they are sickened.
Yeah.
They start coughing and spluttering, so they're at -2 to their checks for 3 rounds.
That's right. My shroomy friends have come to save me. What do you think of that?
M to the Z.
Gonna run over to the entrance of the elevator.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you stand with Shania. Do you want to ready an action or take an arrow or shoot an arrow or anything?
So the two guards, they're just sickened at the moment, aren't they?
They are, yes, which means they're at -2 to their dice rolls.
So they'll still be coming towards us.
Oh yeah, they're still
in a moment. Yeah. All right, in that case, well, I've got some tanglefoots as well. Maybe I'm going to shoot one of those guys.
All right.
So I shoot a tanglefoot.
Shoot a tanglefoot at one of the
my bow's
guards.
still in my hand. So, man alive, just forget about it.
You blast a. Take it's not a 1.
No,
we
it's
haven't had
not.
any fumble
It's
cards in a little while.
no.
I want to now that Folton's one's out of the game. I want to get some more in there, more in play. But you fire a tanglefoot arrow. It misses the guy. It hits someone making his morning coffee run and just covers him in glue. The coffee splashes all over him.
Hopefully, M's still dressed as a businessman though, so
Yeah, right.
just nurture the class hatred in Kaer like fueling the revolution even further.
Oh, but it's no good. Karagor, it's your go. Top of the round.
Stairway's clear now, isn't it?
The stairway is now clear. Yes.
I kind of just want to jump over and down. But how far is the jump down to where I'm trying to go? Where I keep trying to go? The entrance to the junkyard thing.
From where you are, it is about 40 feet.
It's not really jumpable, that is it? I've seen the Steam stats for taking damage for jumping.
Did you not get 2 featherfalls? I've still got 1.
I've got 1.
See, this is on my mind. Yeah.
It's not really worth it.
But
If the staircase is free.
I already thought about it, but a standard action would be drinking the potion that I can't, which is what I want to do. Use the rest of my featherfall to shoot arrows at the other guys. Slow-mo, you know, we had that little chat about it. Yeah, I really want to do it.
It'd be so sick.
Yeah. How long would it take me to fall feather falling?
Feather falling, you would do it in, I think, you would fall in about 2 rounds.
So I'd have a round in which to do that at the end. What would I still remain? Retain our line of sight on the 2 guards for both those rounds?
You'd have it for 1 round, and then you'd be past them, and you'd. Have
So actually, for your second round, it wouldn't be worth it, would it? No?
Unless I just fell, took a shot, and then the next round before I hit the ground, took featherfall. That'd be quite sick, wouldn't it?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you could try that.
That's code for
you can
go ahead.
Hey, it's Pathfinder. You can try.
It's the it still get a 6 round. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that should cushion the fall. Fuck it. I jump over the edge and fire a tanglefoot arrow at one of the guards.
All right, you hurl yourself over the side. Fire a tanglefoot arrow. Go ahead and roll.
20.
A 20, because of the penalties for firing while free falling through the air, that does not hit.
Do they take a minus as well because they're sickened?
Not to their AC, no. To their attack rolls, they do.
Sickened is useless.
They are being
That
sick.
gets a bit sick.
They are throwing up over people around them. One of the people gets vomit on him. He just goes, "Oh, that's disgusting!" And then a tanglefoot arrow hits him and glues him to the floor. There's now panic kicking off on the among the commuters. It's -4 for firing while falling.
Yeah,
it's no good.
I didn't know that. I wouldn't have done it if I'd known that.
But you didn't know there'd be a penalty for firing an arrow while falling headlong
You don't take a penalty for firing whilst moving, so it doesn't say which direction. Come up with some rules for that, Paizo.
I've got new respect for like Hawkeye in Avengers Assemble when he dives off the building now. Do you know what I mean?
Well, he's like level 17 by the time he starts that film, isn't it?
Nothing else, we've gained respect for Hawkeye.
Hard to come by.
Velder!
Right, I'd like to do 2 things. I'd like to chonk the elevator down to pick up Shania and MZ.
Cool.
And I'd like to plop the gusting sphere on one of the guards.
You chonk and you plop.
Chonking and
The old chonk and plop.
You press the button for the 3rd floor and begin trundling down while you move the gusting sphere at one of the guards.
Oh, 13.
A 13 does not beat his CMD. However, he does take the non-lethal damage.
Which is it's another 4.
Another 4 points of non-lethal damage. All right, you blast him with the sphere, knocking people over. Just Starbucks cups flying everywhere. You know, muffins going up in the air. It's a mess on the morning commute here on level 3 of the BIS district.
Marga bucks.
It's the 2 guards have their go. The 2 guards approach approach Shania and M. They push their way through, still being sick from the mushroom spores.
It's got a bit Home Alone for these guys, hasn't it? They're all covered in fucking brick falling down, some string and some rollerblades.
They, one of them takes an attack against M. That's going to be a miss. One of them takes an attack against Shania. That's also a miss because they are sickened. They are not able to get there. There is a ding and the doors open behind you. Shania, it's your move. You and Philippe's move.
Okay, well, we get into the elevator, obviously.
Okay.
And say, stay back, you sick fucks.
You get into the lift. Shania gets in. Thingy gets in there as well. M, what would you like to do?
Get in the lift.
You get in the lift. Two heavily armed people, a monkey bearing its teeth, and a wizard are now standing in the lift. The two very ill people kind of look at you. Karagor, you fall past, drink your potion, and just sort of slow-mo as you pass them for a moment.
Oh, yeah.
Just drop past them. They kind of look at you awkwardly and then just raise their spears slightly as you press the button and the lift doors close. As you stare them out, as you make your way down to the lower level, open the doors, and the whole group of you disappear off into the distance. Meanwhile, I want you to imagine sort of Adagio for strings is playing, a sort of sad music. A group of grey-faced beggars are walking through the streets, sadly, looking to each other. They approach a shop and bang on the door. An old man opens the shop door, and the beggars push him inside. The man points to his family, and the beggars shake their heads and draw knives. They look as sad as the man does. A few moments later, the beggars come back out, stained in blood and carrying barrels with them. They look to each other, and as they begin their slow march along the streets towards a wall, they look up, crossbow bolts start hitting the ground around them, and they break into a run towards it. One takes a crossbow bolt in the shoulder and falls to the ground. The barrel rolls from his grasp. Another one picks it up in his hand and is now carrying two barrels. A crossbow bolt hits him and he falls to his knees, looks up at the walls, and then looks across and sees another beggar holding a burning torch running through the hail of crossbow bolts towards them. The beggar who's been shot lets the barrel just roll from his hand as he hits the ground. All of you in the BIS districts from somewhere far away in the city just hear a... And there the walls shake ever so slightly. A few minutes later, Folton comes wandering around the corner.
Hiya!
And that's where we leave it for tonight.
Hey!
Oh,
Fucking hell.
satisfactory end to that horrible storyline.
God.
And welcome to the Pittsburgh Nerd Podcast. I'm Sean.
And I'm Ian.
Hey, Ian.
Yeah.
Did you know you could find us on the Danger Entertainment Network?
Danger?
Danger Entertainment. That's right.
Sounds dangerous.
It is. It's a tad bit dangerous. You'd be shocked to find that out. You know, there's a bunch of great podcasts you can find there. Our friends from the History of Bad Ideas podcast, Who the What Now, Besotted Geek. No, they retired. That's right.
They retired.
They retired. But there are a bunch of other great podcasts you can find there, along with us. You know, we're the Pittsburgh Nerd Podcast, and we do pop culture and chili cheese dogs and whatever else floats our fancy.
Yeah.
Check us out.
For sure.
For sure. We're on most podcatchers, so give us a look.
Peace.